Your Royal Majesty, Odezuruigbo Cabo, Kato, na Alanike, na Chindenike, na Chi Enugu State, no eze pụrụ iche, eze gboo maka ụhụ na aka gị kobi. Nna gị wee eze, nna nna gị wee eze, nna 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 gị wee eze, to time immemorial. Ma nkwụ ụka, ana m egbu ikpere, asị gị sorry, I bịara m late. Eshim Port Harcourt abịa. Vehicle anyị ji, moto anyị ji recruit am n'ọzọ. So, I'm very, very sorry. Aha uche ma nkwụ ụka ama gbabatara gị obi, anyị ji ihe ntakịrị agbabata bịa sị gị ka inye anyị permission ka anyị kwuo ụka ka anyị gwa gị ihe anyị kwuru bịa. Aha m Uche Ọkpụkpụ, Uchechukwu Ọkpụkpụ, awụ onye elele na Ikwere local government na Rivers State. Onye nọ n'aka nri wụ Dr. Achi Vincent Achi, ọwụ onye rulemaking na ọbịa local government area na ala Ikwere na Rivers State. Ọ na-akụzi ihe na mahadum nke University of Nigeria Nsụka.
Igwe nọ m nso m.
Ọwụ onye ụkwụ nso ga-eso m bịawo ka mkpakọrọ ụmụ tanki. And a lot of people are that Igbo wofu. It's just some people that our people not here now. On a political science and public administration, na Faculty of Social Sciences na University of Nigeria.
Yeah, no.
One name also who director na television can on men or one Mbitolu local government area, Imo State.
I have submitted in the Southeast Traditional Rurals Council. I didn't last week.
Yeah, well, Alex.
Alex pulled a lot of time. Alex was Agramojinha Master Media Coordination na Enugu. Alex.
Thank you. No.
Yes.
Thank you.
Your Majesty, ana m atọ ọchịchị for the office of President General Ọhaneze Ndị Igbo, January 10, 2025. My all turn on Rivers State, according to the Constitution, Article 11 of the Constitution of Sultan Rivers State. Emere annotation no bido n'Abia. Mgbe o ruru Enugu, Justice, Honorable Justice Ezozobo Chere, former Chief Judge, former Chief Judge of Old Enugu State. Because they can Enugu into two now, everyone in Enugu. Our respected leader, Mortuary. I must thank God when he was the President General. I was the Director of Legal Services of MASO, Movement for Naturalization of the State. He didn't only stop guiding Ọhaneze, he guided us to avoid the kind of crisis that movement would have occasioned. Often than not, he helped to secure the release of our people. May God bless him wherever he is. Amen. And I pray that God will bless his soul with the gift of heaven and the gift of paradise.
Amen.
Asavolam Ọhaneze, as Secretary General, Asavolam Eastern Nigeria, as National Legal Advisor, Eastern Nigerian Student Association, 1995. Agala mi Igbo at different levels. As of the late Chukwuemeka Odimegwu got Washington, D.C. in 2001 to open the Biafra House and the Voice of Biafra International. I was in Washington, D.C. with him. In 2004, I secured accreditation to the United Nations Human Rights Commission in Switzerland, Geneva, to present the case of Biafra. The accreditation was given to me through the organization of Society for Threatened People based in Göttingen in Germany. I attended the World Igbo Congress week. I have delivered papers at several places. I have fought for people. I have been detained and been tried. Ihe m na-arịọ ndị Igbo bụ ka e nwee election ga-eweta onye kwere na Igbo ga-start kwa defend Igbo. Ke m ga-agwa gị dị verifiable bụ na in the last 25 years to 30 years, in all articles I've written. I've written. Mgbe e nwere nsogbu n'obi Igbo ma nwanne m kwuo na-esogbu ike na-achị egbuwe ndị obi Igbo maka ha so obi Igbo nọ na IPOB ekwuru m ụka na redio dede na-eti that ya nwere request ndị obi Igbo nwere ndị nọ na IPOB ọwụhụ ụmụ nwaanyị ri ime ọwụhụ blind people ọwụhụ cripple ọwụhụ children ọwụhụ unborn babies nọ na IPOB. Therefore, classifying everybody as IPOB and victimizing them and oppressing them was unacceptable, and I stood my ground very much. And when he said then that now you could have be why she be me, Edremihe na Vanguard, December 5th, 2020, pages 1, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 5 pages na Vanguard. Njoroya Wike, why deny ya Igbo root? That article shut him down, and he never did spoke again. Ọgwụkwọ ọzọ ka anyị na-alụkwa ugbu a mgbe iwu anyanwụ bịara, the late day iwu anyanwụ bịara Rivers State. This year, some months back, some people apụta na-eti ya Rivers State ndị ikwere ahụ ndị Igbo. Edere m article atọ in the Sun, in the Nation, and in the Punch, 1 full page each, that ikwere wali Igbo. Most of the Ikwere ndị echi ewu ndị Igbo, ndị ọgbọ ndị ekpeye, ndị egbema, ndị ndọni, ndị obi Igbo ha wụ Igbo. Etiri m ya. Mgbe m na-eti ya, onye wu publicity secretary Ọhaneze wụ onye Enugu ya, Alesogbo ya. He said nothing. I stood my ground to write at the risk of my own life that I win. Comfort Obi dị ndụ, Victor Ogene nọ na House of Reps from Anambra dị ndụ. In the year 2024 years ago, I wrote in the source, granted an interview, that Ikwere wu Igbo. Akọwakwara ihe mere some ndị Ikwere sị ha wu ndị Igbo after the war. It was the victimization, classification of entire Igbos as those who are lost word that must be destroyed. Then onye ọbụla na-asụ Igbo started denying ya Igbo. But 54 years after the war, to say onye Igbo iwuru onye Ikwere is not only naive but stupid. Therefore, I want to state that Ikwere wu Igbo, DNA Ikwere wu Igbo, mmụọ Ikwere wu Igbo, ahụ Ikwere wu Igbo, ọbara Ikwere wu Igbo, echiche Ikwere wu Igbo. Ọhaneze ndị Igbo bara Igbo ka okwu ihe Igbo na-achọ onye ga-stand firm na ihe gbasara ala Igbo. And they stand firm defend Igbo agbụsọ ọsọ ịma ihe. O nwere ihe dị mkpa na ndụ na leadership. Ọ bụ ihe gbasara courage. Onye na-enweghị courage cannot lead a people. Ịma bedikwa akwụkwọ wụrụ prọfesọ, you won't have courage, you cannot drive a vision. the whole thing no my development to scientific development here drive our courage. You have vision, you want courage to drive it to make bigger. I want the courage to stand on my feet to defend Ndi. I want my agenda manifesto. Him the President General. I got up at 19 na Benue, Edo, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, into Ohanese. I gave her voting rights, had the Igwe offices. Just like what can I'm a President General. One day, I got Madam only Benue got stand up, not the President General. Okay, help I one at Nalibu Sharambara. Yes. We cannot shrink ourselves. No nation in the world, the way that we are. Nations are fighting to assert themselves and secure into their nation, their larger nation. Cause some game would that the National Secretary of Ohanese and every state branch office give way a small library, Ebe Nebasra Igbo history. And I've told people, he can't blame when you pray, but when you chase your own. Why do you blame him? Did he read?
He never read anything.
So you when you didn't read, you didn't give him the opportunity to read. You didn't blame when you. Our people who resonate Shibini, ha ha probini mbowe obe where nache. Obe where the power. 1440 more 1473. Here for that and the Portuguese rally equal 1400. So ha hundo man. But one of the nearly ha hun them ha hun this so ha many communities. Here for that obo bini dera akwụkwọ. Obo red war olopolo. O dera akwụkwọ. O rụrụ na hoda division from 1954 to 1965. So that Nandi Ukore Nandi Eche will typically boost Nako Code 2004 and yes for obedience servant. Yes. So if we don't make these books available to people, how many you will not blame them. Therefore, we must collaborate with Conference of Igbo scholars, people like Chido Swago, Professor Chinedu, Nwajuba, former vice of Enugu University here. All of them. We have to bring those of them both outside to help us to build a library of Igbo history and culture. So that onye bata any secretary of Ohanese oge nwa akwụkwọ goto ihe gbasara Igbo. Ka atọ m ga-eme nwụrụ President General. Aga m eme insist eke more states n'ala Igbo. The reason is that whether we like it or not, while we remain in Nigeria, state is now the basis of distribution of political offices and sharing of national revenue. You have 15 senators from the southeast. You have 21 senators from the northwest. We must demand that AK one state in the southeast and create an Yoma state from the south. It is of right that state delta be and Dondon Ashibo were the highest number of local government areas, 9 AGAs, or not a lot of people. Enyai, I will grow more Igbos in the House of Reps, more senators, more opportunities. Every state today with a federal university. So whichever state take care of they want a federal university, federal polytechnic, federal college of education. It's all that there is in Igbo.
Yes.
Kano, I deal with them. A fund, organism fund will not be managed by the neck. again. The NEC will be like the presidency that can only draw money with permission of the National Assembly.
It's true.
Therefore, it is important there is a board of trustee of Ohanese to manage the fund of Ohanese. Why the NEC can apply and explain what they want to do with the fund and to implement policies and projects, it will be released to them. And then they will make accounts. So an institution, just like the president of the country, the governor of the country, make account to the people through the parliament, either at the state, the House of Assembly, the National Assembly at the center. Kano, Kise, is that we shall rigorously pursue with your support, the support of traditional rulers, major stakeholders, everybody, for the amendment of the Ohanese Constitution. The Ohanese Constitution will be a constitution that you can hold that will explain everything I Choganime to be a detailed document. And then the Ohanese Constitution will not be like the Bible before Martin Luther. The Ohanese Constitution will be available to everybody. You can buy it cheap. Constitution. Why I insist I make a lot of people are that now 2025 they will turn no answer Igbo na Rivers State produce President General. And I don't blame them because even though on a neck I have constitution on Ohanese, a lot of people want constitution on Ohanese. You meet people, enlightened people, leaders, they don't have a constitution. So do you blame a man for what he does not know? The answer is no. Under my watch, God willing, I pursue you the amendment of the constitution and make the constitution a document that will be available to everybody. And then the constitution will be translated to Igbo language so that ndo na ga abotali beke ga abotali constitution na asụsụ Igbo. Also I ga-enwe akwụkwọ nsọ Bible na asụsụ Igbo, nwee hymn abụ na asụsụ Igbo. I ga-enwe constitution na Ohanese na asụsụ Igbo. Your Majesty, today is Friday. Today is less than 2-3 weeks to the election. Find out my antecedents, objective. Find out what I stand for, objective. I seek your royal blessing. I seek your support. A lot of people today about popular sign that President General. Kebia from Rivers State, Gerianti, you must be fair to everybody. But actually, you got Joe, a gali emoji before.
Thank you. Thank you.
Today, a lot of people about popular like President General of Rivers State. Join him. If I Google you, can I see him Basrandi Igbo, him Merendi Igbo 15, 20, 30 years ago? Nandoge. Google me. Barrister Uche Okoko. 20, 30 years ago, I have been consistent like a Basrandi. Only he had a coup, which I must, and before you are the most outstanding traditional ruler in Enugu, because every secretary is dying now. Therefore, you are as our landlord, the landlord of Ohanese. When I was Secretary General, which I will explain for record purposes because of a benno. And I'm actually here. I will not go to Port Harcourt safe because I don't know be Eze. Now Eze, autonomous community. Eze I will a committee no Ohanese with the former president of Gwarai, I will Port Harcourt State. Kenya is the 6th state. o kwuru si ya ga-eme ihe abụọ ya ga-enye recognize Moshood Abiola nwụrụ anwụ as president to pacify the Yoruba. And that Yama, one of the causes of agitation na Igbo, ndị Igbo feel underrepresented.
Always.
Ageke the six states. I constituted a committee of the whole house. As the Secretary General for Haneze and Igbo, I was the Secretary of the committee of the whole house. The chairman of the committee was Professor Chigozie Ogbu, former deputy governor of Ebonyi State. The committee recommended KK Aba State and said, Aneke another state in future, I consider Adada, which is a Soka state. Some persons were not comfortable with that recommendation. The second, when in 2019, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, under the watch of their son, Suna, Amira Agema adult article, must know, or they have the interest of Ndo Igbo, Makana, article wonye Fulani, Buhari wonye Fulani, article wonye Muslim, Buhari wonye Muslim, article we Northern, Buhari we Northern. I got support the president, I support all Buhari, all Chichapo, Kai power, Kai negotiate take a power lashing, South. Maka Buhari Obasanjo Achialonye Yoruba. Jonathan wonye South. Ndo fosri na this place, na Southern Nigeria, name we Hochiche, Ozi. Kai negotiate the power. Fortunately, the day Buhari Bureau Commission Muslim music, no, we share me article adopt, and some of us felt it was wrong. And I supported Buhari Ochichapo Kendi with the power, which didn't all go well with some people. Those are the two issues. And I quote them here that if that situation occurs again, I gonna support only na church Ochichapo Kendi with the power. Just like today, onye Yoruba pụta na challenge Asiwaju ọwụghị onye ọzọ ọ ga-akra ndị Igbo maka ha support Asiwaju ka ọchịchị apụọ ka anyị nata power maka ndị onye Yoruba ahụ power ọ ga-achị 8 years more as an incumbent president. A na-emegbu ndị Igbo ga-adịtụkwa rational, dịtụkwa strategic in the Nigerian state. Maka ekwere m, and I want to say it, Agaram Kanaka Biafra, I'm on underground 18 feet n'ime ala. I'm on na Suleja prison. I'm on na Kefi prison eventually. Ekwurem na negotiated Nigeria. Ekwurem that if in the negotiation it becomes necessary that there will be a constitutional amendment that will provide for the right to secession, just like you have in Lithuania, Denmark, Ethiopia, and other places, it will be put in the constitution. People will go through referendum and pull out if they are not comfortable. But while we are doing that, all the very important, Kai struggle with the president of Nigeria. Kai never get Jilo Chichi Nigeria, Mekwa Ali. All them. It was a preaching. Onugiru Noku. Ngana Goku Ibopota. I will not be there because I'm a mere mortal. But where you will be, I will not be there. Where you will be, we will not be there. Let their voice to a strategic think tank na Igbo. Ngagi iche, nge chere ndị Igbo iche, gara ndị Igbo iche, ka ha nweta ihe a na-achọ under the sun. Eze, ana m agwa gị, thank you for accepting me.
Please. You have moved my mind. You have made me, even though this is the first time I'm seeing it in person. Maybe as you have been in the gathering where I was. Other when we came to the president of the organization, who passed on the In fact, when that is what we are saying about this constitution in Igwe, many of us don't have a constitution. It is obvious, we don't have it. In fact, can I tell you the person who made me to know that the constitution had oracles as one of the Igbo people? See, I said, why is it that they are hiding the constitution? Constitution or Igbo must be made public so that many people will see it and read it and open will criticize in a kumaka weekend also a bro. They say the day he said it and it was in the newspaper, I was so angry with him. I asked him, can you help me spell it? Can you have one? And many other names that are of Igbo origin. Even there was signboard which says that okay, in the Ochabial, the school, there was a school where the signboard they tried the area as an Igbo speaking people, an Igbo people. In fact, can I say that they're happy with people like you who are shouting and saying it and even singing it and crying to the higher heaven to say, this is us. How can somebody deny his origin? How can he say that? You have enumerated many things here on the people. In fact, who is that person that will be coming from Porakot and say that I actually enjoy an Obiakwa, as you said, because now we're going to be here since this question of Hanes and Igbo. Even before then, can you hear all right? Kono chiche bia like this, I brought chiche bunya inisi. Ijewe, moye na atafu for a long time. Who has been sacrificing his life because Sodok is in a place where people doesn't want to identify themselves. That's why sometimes I get angry with Nnaji, my own state, like the past governor.